Welcome to the Operation Game Night podcast. We're back and better than ever. Today, the word of the day is alibis. Joining me is the wordsmith himself, Clayton Gable. How you doing, Clay?
I'm doing great, Travis. If I had two words to describe you, it would be handsome and nerdy.
Wow.
I think anybody, if I gave those two words, would be like, that's got to be Travis from Operation Game Night.
What two words would you give to describe Jared?
Jared, over the top. Well, that's a lot of words. See, this is why these games are hard. Extra, and just lovable.
I like that. Okay.
Extra lovable.
For you, I would say introvert.
This works.
And maybe addictive.
Yes.
Maybe passionate. I like that. I like passionate. How about that? Let's go with passionate.
Yeah, passionate. We'll put a positive spin on it.
Yeah. I don't mean to say addictive is a bad thing, but I know you. I know you.
I'm an introverted, passionate man. You're just a handsome nerd.
All right, enough love.
Yeah.
Talk to me about alibis.
Yeah, so alibis, if you couldn't gather from our clue giving and word guessing, Alibis is a production from AllPlay that just came out fairly recently, and it is of the kin of your code names, your just ones. People are trying to give clues to guess words. What makes this one different? Not a whole heck of a lot, really. I mean, at the end of the day, I end up just buying new ones of these type of games because I just play the other games so much that I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of sick of it. I don't have a reason to be sick of it. They're still good games, but I just want something new to pull out on the table and look at besides. So Alibis, bottom line up front, it's a great game. It's just like the other games. There's a couple twists to it that are a little unique, but at the end of the day, all these games kind of provide a similar experience and tap into that same like trying to get in each other's heads feeling. But in Alibis, I would be lying if I told you I understood the theme. You're either bad guys that are trying to create alibis, or you're police officers that are trying to like narrow down who doesn't have an alibi. But ultimately, there is a grid in front of you with a bunch of cards. So there will be words out in front of you equal to the amount of players times 2 plus 1. So each player will get dealt 2 cards. And then there will be 1 card in the middle left over. So say there's 4 people playing, there would be 9 cards out there. Everybody would get dealt 2 of those, and then there would be 1 that nobody was assigned. So at the same time, everybody's got their 2 cards. So I know that I'm looking at card number 1 and card number 6, which gives me the word monkey and tree. And so I write on my little clue sheet, jungle. And then we all just wait. Everybody's writing their clue simultaneously. And then we reveal. And so everybody has like a little grid that mimics what you have out in the center of the table. And everybody has their own little symbol. And you go around and you look at everybody's clues and you say, okay, Mary wrote money down. Which 2 clues which 2 words does she have that she gave me the word money? And then I write her symbol on my little grid next to those numbers. The next person reveals their word. I do the same thing. And eventually, till everybody reveals their word, you'll be left with 1 villain that doesn't have a symbol assigned to it, which that's the ultimate goal, is you're all trying to end up with the same villain that didn't have an alibi or does have an alibi. I don't know. So anyway, that's the core flow of the game based on, if somebody had my 2 words exactly right, you get to remove heat from the game. The goal is to get rid of all the heat. So you start with a certain amount of heat that's built up from the police officers. There's a theme there. If If any one person guesses my 2 words exactly, I get to remove a heat. And then at the end, for every person that had the right supervillain that was left over, you get to remove 3 heat.
Okay.
So that's how you really get rid of most of it. So you can kind of mess up most of the people's individual guesses, but if you end up with the right person left over, you still did pretty good.
Okay.
So that's Alibis. You play 3 rounds of it, and you hope to get rid of all the heat by the end of the game.
And whoever has the least amount of heat wins. Is that what that is?
Cooperative. So we're all working together.
Check. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I should have said up front.
All good. I was like, I read the back of the box, which we're showing on YouTube. It says, make an alibi to link your 2 criminals. Use the other alibis to eliminate suspects. And 3, find the real perp without an alibi, which makes me believe that you are acting as the cops trying to find the bad guy that doesn't have the alibi.
This makes sense.
However, why would you be removing heat if you are, I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Don't worry about
I get
the
the
theme.
premise.
Don't worry about the theme. So you've seen these games before. Yeah, Travis.
Plenty.
Yes. So yeah, alibis, like I said, it's nothing that's going to make you jump out of your freaking pants with excitement about it, but it does the job. And like I said, my trajectory in these games went from, honestly, Codenames was one of the first games that got me into board gaming. I was like, whoa, this game's super cool. Played Codenames to death. Just One came out. Codenames is retired. Just One, played Just One to death. So Clover comes out. Just One is retired. Now So Clover is my go-to word game. And then played So Clover to death. I think Decrypto jumped in there for a little bit. Yeah. I was like, oh, I need something new. And then this kind of has been the newest iteration of like, okay, this is kind of my go-to word game. We get a group of 6 people. Let's just, go ahead and pull this out real quick and get into something that everybody can enjoy. What's your go-to word game? Do you have one that's been like a hit in your groups?
So I don't know if I've ever played Codenames in like a big group. We had Codenames Duel for a while, just Rachel and I. I got that maybe 2018-ish. And that one stuck around for a while. It was just something easy to pull off the shelf when we were just like needed something quick to play. Enjoyed that one. That was fine. While you were listing off these games, the one that kind of re-sparked an interest was Chameleon, which is like guess the word mixed with hidden role. Have you ever played Chameleon?
I have.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I do like that one where like one person is out of the loop and like does not know what the word is. And they have to pretend like they know what the word is by describing it. I like stuff like that where somebody has to try and like act outside of their role. But it's obvious why these games were popular, right? Everyone can play them. There's very low barrier to entrance, and I wonder what like the highest weight on BGG is for one of these games.
I think
while you talk, I'm going to look at it.
Yeah. So I think probably Just One won the Spiel des Jahres a few years ago, which just goes to show, how approachable these games are. And, that Just One was honestly, it probably had the most legs of any of these games that I've played. I think that one plays up to 8 maybe out of the box. And if you get 2 sets or you just have people write on a piece of paper, you can honestly play Just One with any number of people. Just One plays on the idea that one person has a word, they don't know it, and everybody else has to give them clues to try and get them to guess what their word is. But everybody reveals their clues to each other before the person gets to see them. And if you matched your clue with anybody else, you can't show that clue.
Yeah.
So that's why Just One is unique. And it forces you to try and think differently than other people because, you're trying to give somebody a clue for like Snickers and everybody will say candy, but you're like, no, I can't say candy. Everybody's going to say candy. How can I give a more clever clue that hopefully combined with some other clever clues will lead them to the word? And the thing about these games is, the fun, it doesn't even matter if you win, honestly. The fun, it's just as fun when somebody gives a terrible clue.
Oh yeah.
And you get to be like, what were you talking about? Like, what did that even mean? And you get to dig into those conversations like, oh, wow, I did not know your brain worked like that. That is wild.
It's kind of tapping into that very nostalgic feeling of playing charades or something, right? Something that has been popular forever, basically since people started having dinner parties in the 50s and inviting people over to play charades and eat a meal, right? It's kind of tapping into that where everyone can join in, and the real fun is the conversation that happens above the table once those clues are given or the word is guessed or the turn is resolved. Everyone has to have a discussion about why they picked what they did, right? It's a reason games not Words with Friends. Oh my goodness.
Wordle?
No. What is the freaking I'm trying to look over my shoulder at the games. What is the game where you all put in the card and then the person that's it's their turn, they pick their favorite?
Oh, apples to apples.
Apples to apples. It's kind of like that, right? Cards Against Humanity. That's what I was looking for.
Oh God.
Same.
Don't slander these games by lumping them in with Cards Against Humanity.
No, but I'm saying
yeah,
the real fun in any party game, which all of these are, I would say, party games, is to pull them out at a party with even in mixed company that you don't know as well as you would typically play games with, and have that conversation above the table once turns are resolved. I think that's where the real fun comes. I cursory search, mind you, but it says that the heaviest of these types of games is Decrypto at 2.0.
That's what I thought. Decrypto does have some interesting, I wouldn't pull out Decrypto with a group of non-gamers because there's just enough extra stuff going on. Did I ever play that with you, Travis?
No, I don't know if we've ever played Decrypto.
Basically, you're you're on a team and you're giving clues to your team, but the other team can hear your clues as well. And if they can figure out your word before them, and there's some other intricacies there to it, but you're each giving clues to your team, but it can be intercepted by the other team. And then you get extra points for that. But yeah, Decrypto's a lot of fun, but definitely a little more rules intense than just one, where you can pretty much hand people a whiteboard and say, write a clue for this word, and they see how it works.
Yeah. And I don't want to I don't know, besmirch these games at all by calling them filler games, but that's kind of what they are, right? They fill some time after dinner. They fill some time between games with something lighter. They fill some role in your gaming collection where people come together to play this game. And the reason that I know this is because the number of people during my last Disney trip not too long ago, the number of people that still play Heads Up in waiting lines for rides is insane. And that's basically what these games are, right? People standing there with their phone on their head, looking silly, playing Heads Up. They're playing it while they're trying to fill time before they can go on the ride. And I appreciate that they are as simple as they are, that you can take them anywhere and play them in a line in Disneyland. But I don't know. Is it time to move on from these types of games? Codenames kind of created this revolution, this most recent revolution, where we have had a slew of these games. Have we reached our saturation point?
I don't know. I don't know if we've reached our saturation point. I think, to hit on what you just said about being a filler, often most of these games, they have some type of scoring metrics, but it rarely matters. It'll say play 8 rounds, but you end up playing, 17 because you just kept passing the thing around and taking new turns until you got sick of it. I think while there are a lot of these games, like I said, I am always in favor of just something new, because inevitably once you show your family like these type of games, you're not this is what they're going to ask for.
Yeah.
I mean, your non-gamer family, if they know that you have something like this, they're not going to sit down and want to play Carcassonne with you.
Sure.
They're going to want to play the word game, and then you end up playing just one at every family gathering for 3 months. And I just need a new one every now and then just to satisfy my need for variety. But yeah, so I'm in favor of them keeping coming out and, you know, tweaking. Again, none of them really provide anything that spectacular. I do like, you know, some of these more recent ones that have kind of diverted the attention away from a single person. Like in Codenames, my biggest beef with that game is that like one person is on the spot trying to come up with a clue, and everybody's just watching them try to come up with a clue, and you feel this
pressure,
immense pressure to like be super clever on the spot. And in like a lot of these other games I've mentioned, Alibis, So Clover, Just One, it's a lot of people trying to come up with a clue at the same time. And So Clover, you each have a little clover and you're all just writing your clues at the same time, and then you solve them together. So I do like that it's kind of evolved into that, away from and Codenames too. Sorry, Codenames. I feel like I'm not going in on Codenames. It's a great game. It's brought a lot of people in, but to me, it's just too hard to do anything more than give two word clues.
Yeah.
You know, like you're like, okay, I can link these two words together pretty easy out there. But then as soon as you try to go 3, it's too hard. And you're like, and maybe that's just my feeble little brain. But every time I played it, I'm just like, I'm always just given a clue for 2, but I want to push myself, but I just can't. I can't get there where I can link 3 words together with one word. But yeah, so like a lot of these, like, you know, So Clover and Alibis, 2 is like the magic number for trying to create like a word that links two things together. 3 is too much. It's too hard.
I love that you said, like, once you show this to people or show this to your family, that's all they're going to want to play. Because probably, I don't know, 15 years ago now, when my sister moved into her new house, we went to visit, and I was like, we're going to buy you a housewarming gift. And part of that gift was bananagrams. And I was just down there like 2 weeks ago, and we pulled out the same copy of bananagrams that we have been playing for 15 years. Like, that's, you want to onboard people into new games, and you show them these kind of easy-ish games, but that's the one that you're playing for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Saddle up.
Gotta push your game group every once in a while to try something new.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, did we do it?
Yeah, we talked about word games a little bit.
Do you want to play some 20 questions?
Yeah. All right. I'm thinking of a word. Let me think here. Okay, go ahead.
Is it an animal?
No.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
What's a bread box?
A box on your counter that you put bread in.
No.
Is this good radio to play this game at the end of a podcast?
If anybody's still listening, I think it is.
Okay.
Keep going.
Right.
You have 17 more questions. 18.
Okay. Is it a thing?
Yes.
Is it something that you use every day?
Yes.
Is it something that you use at work?
Yes.
Is it something that is in the room with you right now?
Yes.
Is it something that you can send emails on?
No.
Ooh. Is it something that weighs less than 10 pounds?
Yes.
Is it something of high dollar value?
No. Perhaps.
Okay.
Some people might spend a lot.
You
got 10 left.
Is it something that helps make you comfortable?
Could be.
Okay. Is it something designed for ergonomics?
Not mine.
Oh. Is it something that you sit in?
No.
Ooh. Something that you... I can't believe we're playing 20 questions at the end of the podcast. We've gone off the rails, people.
Yep.
Is it something that is required to use every day in your job?
Yes.
Ooh. Is it something that you manipulate with your hands?
Yes.
Is it something that you click on your computer with?
No.
Okay. Is it something that you... Can you listen to music on it?
No.
Is it... Does it have letters on it?
Yes.
Is it a keyboard?
Yeah.
Okay. That took me way too long to get there.
With 3 questions to spare.
I thought computer, but wow. Well done. We guessed the word.
We added 2 minutes to our podcast length by playing 20 questions.
And now for the next 15 years, we're going to end every podcast episode with a round of 20 questions.
It only makes sense.
That's right. All right.
People love word games.
We did it. I'm going to say we did it.
Did it.
For Operation Game Night, guess the hosts. I have been Travis. He has been Clay. This has been Operation Game Night, and we are out.